Much has happened since our last interview.
We don't make it to the UK much anymore.
Yes, too busy dreaming up and recording these Netflix series.
Meghan With Love will be returning.
Yes, I cancelled my Netflix subscription yesterday. But what I really want to know is, how is the reconciliation going with your father, Prince Charles?
Well, depending how you look at it, I think the fair assessment would be not great.
I think there's been a lot of jealousy of Harry ever since Megsit. I don't think they can stand to see him flourishing, right? He's happy, he's content, he's finally found his place in the world. And he knows that.
Which could be simplified as Harry now knows his place.
Hey, I'm no math whiz, but yeah, I guess you could probably say that, He's been supportive and patient, and he's done what only the very best husbands do, and that's put my interests ahead of his own. And I've always found that to be such an endearing quality.
There is hope of a resolution with Papa, because the three of us have, one thing in common. We have one aim that unites us, and that's fixing mental health around the world.
Yes, I've heard. I mean, the irony.
Sorry, where's the irony?
I don't even get what irony is.
Which is ironic in itself.
Well, the irony is in the coalition of privileged and out-of-touch individuals with no proximity to the issues faced by regular people, interfering from above and enforcing their solutions and sound bites onto an already unhappy world.
Yeah, and about that, we're going for a two-pronged approach, right? So firstly, we're going to try and get people to open up what's inside of them and really start vocalizing that inner voice incessantly, right? Saying to themselves, yeah, it's okay, I can cry, right? Get in touch with that inner child and say, yeah, I can cry, and I can insist, I can demand that people change their language and all of their actions and their behaviors to cater for the particulars of my mental health dilemma.
Right, so stage one would be validating everybody's neurosis by demanding that the world change to suit their fluctuating emotions and worldview. But what if two or more demands of individuals infringe on each other? What do you do then?
Oh yeah, but nobody said that fixing mental health around the world was going to be easy, Dr. Jackson.
And stage two of the two-pronged approach is to lobby governments so they can fund, through taxpayer money, a serious, aggressive arsenal of medications that we can really bombard those, psychological problems with.
Because sometimes there's no emotional cure to a pharmacological problem.
I'm impressed.
What, at my two-pronged approach?
No, with Harry saying pharmacological.
We need strong medication, okay, administered from an earlier and earlier age, before the mental health crisis itself becomes a fire that we can never put out.
And your solution is to create a culture of drugged-up, neurotic crybabies.
Ironic, isn't it?
Hello, I'm back making videos again. So the best way to support me is to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. And if you can, support me on Patreon or a one-time donation on PayPal. The links are in the description below.